Well, now that we've talked about winning with friends, why not win with your finances too?
A recent study found that more than half of Americans face a significant savings gap for retirement. Here's Alex with more.
Well, a new study reveals a notable uptick in retirement preparedness over the past 2 years, but is it enough? Apparently, people are saving and investing more appropriately for their age, improving the overall state of America's retirement readiness. Joining us to share more on the topic is Executive Vice President of Fidelity, John Sweeney. Welcome, John.
Alex, thanks for having me.
Great to have you on. So let's start right into it. What is the state of America's retirement savings?
So the good news is when we looked at 5,000 savers across the country of all ages and all income levels, we found a marked improvement in America's retirement preparedness. That means their ability to cover essential expenses in retirement. So this year's score was a 76. You can think of that like almost like a grade point average. It's up from 67 just a couple of years ago due to a couple of factors. One, people of all ages are saving more. Two, they're willing to work a little bit longer, so that early retirement has been rethought. And the third thing is they've adjusted their asset allocation to make sure that they're appropriately allocated to equities and they can let their portfolio grow.
So which group is actually doing the best job of saving for their retirement?
So the boomers, who are closest to retirement, are actually in really good shape. They've got about a 9.1% salary savings rate. That's really good. We want to get them, though, to a level of 15%. Boomers today have the ability to do what we call catch-up contributions. So you can actually put more away into retirement accounts than you could when you were under 55. The millennials also are getting the message. And despite a lot of media reports that they're not responsible, we actually see them increasing their savings rates pretty substantially. They're now saving about 7.5% of their income. The target for them, too, though, is about 15%. And we really want to get them to that level very quickly, because the longer that they save, the more their money will compound and grow over their working career. That'll give them a bigger nest egg to work with when they approach retirement.
Okay, and so is that goal of, you said 15% of your salary is what you want to save. Does that go for everybody, or does it really depend on how much money you make to make it realistic?
You know what we found is that the amount of money was a driver on income needed in retirement. So folks at the lower end of the income spectrum, they're going to need to replace almost 100 cents of every dollar they earn today when they get to retirement. They've got very little discretion in their income to put towards savings today or towards discretionary expenses. Folks at the higher end of the income spectrum, they're saving today. Hopefully they've got some discretion in their spending that they can whittle away when they get to retirement. So the amount that they need to replace does differ based on your income level. It also differs based on your activity level. Are you sedentary? You basically stay at home, or do you want to travel the world? And health is the third factor. Healthier people have lower numbers of doctor's visits, have fewer prescriptions that they need to cover every month, so their essential expenses are also lower if you're healthier.
Okay, and you talked about a retirement score. How can somebody go about figuring out what their score is and where they stand in that whole process?
So what we did is we created a simple quiz with 6 inputs. You can get your own retirement score. It's going to give you a measure somewhere between red, yellow, green, or even dark green for those who are very well prepared for retirement. Remember that 55% of us are going to get a score in the red or yellow category, which means that we need to take some action to improve our retirement readiness. The good news is that there are steps that everybody can take at every age level, every income level, to improve their retirement score and get on that path to green.
Great. It's kind of like checking your credit score. You should add this to your list and kind of keep track of where you are so that you can save for your future and prepare better. So where can we go and actually learn a little bit more about this topic?
So Fidelity.com/someday is a place where you can take that quiz. We've got lots of resources on how to save and what are the action steps that everybody could take on Fidelity.com, or you can call 1-800-FIDELITY and get more help there as well.
I like that. That's what we're saving for someday, right? Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks, Alex.
All right. Now you guys stay where you are. The Morning Blend will be right back.